Hi, Patricia.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Good, good. Nice to see you.
You too.
All ready for today?
I am. I had
Good.
30 alarm clocks set today.
once you do it a few times, it'll be a habit.
Okay.
I'm sure by the
Okay.
week's over. Uh,
Okay.
the way that we kind of do it is I use rounds and not like repetition. So we'll
Okay.
do an exercise for 45 seconds, and we'll do
Okay.
2 sets of that. I call them rounds. And then we'll take little breaks in between. So it'll be a timed workout. And yeah, I use this method because it helps me keep track of time. And
Okay.
also, when you begin, you're kind of just trying to get through the time. But
Yeah.
as you progress, you'll be using that time much differently. Like we'll be using the inside laterals. And so once those muscles start to get stronger and stronger, and you become aware of how we're going to use those muscles,
Mhm.
you'll do your training much more effectively. So that time is going to be used differently.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So do you have to wear shoes during this workout?
You don't need shoes.
Okay. I have
Hmm.
my shoes off.
Yeah. Um, uh, with with your neck and lower back, was that like a
Uh-huh.
car injury or something?
No, I just always kind of had, I did 20 years in the military. I think,
Hmm.
from road marching and having heavy loads
Right.
on my neck and back. And so
Hmm.
it's always been
Okay.
a little gimpy. So I've
Okay.
always been told to avoid anything that would compromise it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Good. Good. I was just checking if it might have been injury related.
No,
Okay,
no,
that's good.
no. Yeah. I just experience soreness and stiffness when I do things like when I visited the personal
Hmm.
trainer, what was it, 2 weeks ago? She
Hmm.
had me doing lots of really advanced exercises at a fast pace. And I didn't stop and say, this is too much
Hmm.
for me, but I felt the effects
Right.
the next day and the week after. So in my neck and my back,
Hmm.
so yeah.
And that's the good thing with the time as well. So you just do it at your pace, at what you
Yeah.
feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Also with the weights, a lot of the exercises that we'll be doing today, I may not have any weights in my hand, and
Okay.
that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Because especially on an upper body day when we're working shoulders, I
Uh-huh.
want to work those deep muscles because those are the
Okay.
ones that in our rotator cuff, those are the
Uh-huh.
ones that most people have issues with.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll be working those muscles um, very directly, but in
Okay.
a good way, in a good way.
Okay. 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 Yeah, I've got small weights. I've got some twos, some threes, and some fives. Because
Oh, that's
yeah.
perfect. That's perfect.
Okay.
And once you like when we do some exercises, those fives might not be um, they might not be heavy enough, but
Okay.
I've demonstrated a workout without any weights, and it's just
Okay.
a matter of being able to squeeze a muscle
Okay.
effectively. And I'm sure
Okay.
that you have that.
Okay.
Just
Uh,
retired military.
yeah.
Yeah, you've had to do a lot of
Yeah.
exercises,
I
and so
have.
I'm
I have.
sure you have a good connection with your muscles. And so
Yeah.
when we want to squeeze, for instance, the back,
Uh-huh.
you're very aware of that, and
Yeah.
that's what makes a good workout.
Okay. 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 I have some heavier weights for later.
Hey,
Yeah.
Carla.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let me get this chair out of the way.
Uh-huh.
So on the bench, is it going to be a flat bench? Is that the way it?
Yes, if you'd have it, we either use a bench, like this, or the floor. Either way,
Okay.
whichever is best for you.
Okay. And do I need the mat at all?
No, not today.
Okay.
A lot of times we do push-ups. I was Army as well, and from the Army, I think it was just ingrained push-ups, push-ups,
Yeah,
push-ups. so
yeah,
so we
yeah. It's
do a
like the
lot of
best.
push-ups.
Yeah, it's the best overall.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey.
All right. So pretty standard upper body workout. I have 2 sets of dumbbells that I'll be using. We have 12 exercises that we'll be going through, 2 rounds each, possibly 4 for the very last one. And we're going to start with shoulders.
Okay.
So we're going to actually start standing, but it won't be long where we can actually sit.
Okay.
But we're going to start standing. Make sure my camera is in the right angle. All right. So we're going to grab some light dumbbells, whichever you want to use for a side lateral. And so we usually just keep our arms straight for these and just take them straight out to the side. So this is Patricia's first day, first workout with us.
Welcome.
Here I am.
And
Hey, everybody.
Hi. Welcome.
Thank you.
all right. Okay, let me get the timers prepared. Like I said, we're going to start with some side laterals. So we're just going to take them off to the side like this. That's all. And I would rather just keep it straight than any angles. We definitely don't want those elbows to dip though. So if anything,
Okay.
keep those elbows high. All right, we're going to start 5 seconds. So we're just going to, we got 3, 2, 1, and we're just going to take it onto the side. This is all. Just going to do some side laterals. At the top is your squeeze point. So up here is where you really want to focus on squeeze, right? Squeeze. There you go. Watch those elbows, Michelle. It could be the angle that I see you at, but we just want to make sure that your hands don't go higher than your elbows. It immediately hurts as I was trying to demonstrate it. We have 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. All right. Nice little warm up. We're going to do that the second time, and then we'll go into another exercise. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. One more time. Good. Ah, my shoulders are already burning.
Mine too.
20 seconds. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. I'm going to drop the weights. I'm not going to use any weights. You could use some light weights if you'd like. And what we're going to do are some W's and Y's. So for the W's, I bring my arms out parallel, and I'm just going to do this. That's all. So for this, from the side, it would look like this, just like that. Looks super easy. It's not though. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're just gonna lift and back down. We're just getting this rotation. Oh yeah. Try not to drop it. Oh, but it's burning. 15 seconds. Ah, 7 seconds. We're almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it. Shake it out. We're gonna do that one more time. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and one more time. Yeah. Oh. I try to keep everything under tension the entire round, and I'm just squeezing a little bit harder as I bring my hands back. I'm just focusing on squeezing just a little bit more back there. 3, 2, 1, and pause. I'm gonna grab some dumbbells again. We want them light, and we're gonna do Ys. So those were Ws. And Ys are, we're gonna take the dumbbells from the front into a Y position by lifting towards the front. We don't want to lift it up and out. So we don't want to do that. We want to take it up and back. And as I take it back, I'm emphasizing this back point right here. So we take it, squeeze, right? Squeeze, squeeze. So if you want to drop the weight, I might, by the time we get through this first round. All right, 3, 2, 1, and then I'm taking it forward and up into a Y. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Yeah, already hit that point where the weights are just ruining my form or slowing me down. I got 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. We're gonna do that one more time. I may start with the weights again. All right, 5 seconds. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, and begin. All right. Almost there. 5 seconds. Got 3, 2, 1, and pause. All right. We're just gonna do some shoulder presses. So I'm gonna get those weights back. And if you'd like to sit down, you can. Typically for a shoulder press, I don't do them supported. You could support yourself, but I think if we do them unsupported, we're gonna get more core activity out of it. Whereas if we support ourselves on a wall or you have a bench with support, you would lose the benefit of having core support. So we're just gonna take those dumbbells up and all we're just gonna do is just press them. I'm not even going into a full extension either. All right, let's get the timer. All right, 5 seconds. I'll bring it up. Yeah, 3, 2, one, and we're just gonna pulse it kind of right here. Ah, that's that magic point. Ah, that's all shoulders, right? If we were to take it any higher, we would have to push through the tricep to get through to hit the shoulders again at the top. And I just rather just pulse it for right this move right here. Oh yeah. I'm keeping the lactic acid has nowhere to go. That's what the burn is. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. We're gonna do that one more time. And then we'll move into some bicep exercises. Yeah. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and one more round. We used to do this with a broomstick in the studio. Same. It doesn't matter. There's no weight is necessary. I think both Carla and Michelle, both of you remember that probably. The broomstick.
Yep.
And with a broomstick, we can focus on keeping it behind our head, which is even harder than. If those elbows are flared back far, then you're getting more target in the shoulders. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. All right, we're gonna do some standing bicep curls. And we'll do them the way we did last week. And we're just gonna keep those hands face forward the entire round. So we're not gonna tape them into your sides. I kind of when I bring them forward, I rotate my elbows inward so that they're kind of locked in place, but they're in a full extension. And then we're just gonna bring them all the way up, squeeze as hard as you can, right back down, all the way down. All right, we'll go 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So we'll squeeze and really think of, we're working those biceps. So think of squeezing those biceps as hard as you can. So before I release, so instead of getting into the movement, at the top, I won't let go until I squeeze the biceps as hard as I can. Right back down, squeeze, squeeze. And that makes if you're using a lighter weight, it's a good way to make the movement effective, right? Squeeze. Because it doesn't know what weight you're using. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Good. And by keeping those arms going through the whole range of motion, we're getting a nice stretch in those biceps. We'll go 3, 2, 1, and begin. One more time. Almost there. Hopefully you're feeling it. Keep those arms nice and straight there, Michelle. Don't let them rotate. Really want to keep that as tilted as you can. I have 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. And that's for most bicep exercises, right? So what the bicep does, it does this, but the bicep also does this. So we want to keep it flexed. So once we get it to the top, if there's no rotation at the bottom, we want to make sure that that hand is twisted as far as it can in order to flex that bicep the most. And so if it's not completely flexed, it's hard to hit it. All right, so we're gonna do some focused bicep curls, and I do those seated. And what I do is I press them together and I lean so my elbows aren't on my knees, like I'm halfway up my arm. I'm like right here on my knees. And what I'll do is I'll just push the weights together, and then I'm just going to go into that bicep curl all the way back down. So we want to make sure that we get full range of motion and just push those weights together. All right, we'll go 5 seconds. 4, and so I'm just kind of leaning over a little bit. 3, 2, 1, and begin. And then I'm just curling and then back down. So we're just trying to emulate a preacher's curl, or a would be another term for it. Scott curl, maybe. Scott curl is probably more old school than preacher curl. 10 seconds. I got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all right, we're gonna do that one more time. After this, we'll go into some back exercises. We got 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Squeeze as hard as you can. Let it back down. Squeeze at the top as hard as you can. You should be in a good position where you can really squeeze those biceps well. And then just try to keep them close together. I actually push them together, push the dumbbells together. So that tension right there, I'm getting or adding to the workout besides just the lift. So this tension of pushing the dumbbells together gives me a little extra. We got 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Good. All right, so we're gonna go into a couple of back exercises. We're gonna start with the bent over row. Have you ever done a bent over row, Patricia?
Yes.
So it's basically, so the main idea is we want to get this hip hinge. And if you have it, you know, it's good. If it's something that needs to be trained, it's basically what we do is roll the shoulders back, push the chest out, and then from here, we want to push the hips back so that we get into a bend over position. And then from here for back, I will typically try to go a little bit lower. What that's going to do is extend my range of motion. And then I'm just, it's not about lifting the weights with your hands. This is just something I always emphasize. We're not lifting the weights with our hands. We're lifting our elbows, and our hands are just holding the weights. By lifting with your elbows, we're going to be using those lats. All right, we'll go 5 seconds. 3, oops, and begin. My Google picked up me talking and did an elbow search on Spotify. And I actually pulled up Pocahontas. I don't know why. But
Wow.
let me just pause it and continue. I have to look at that song now to see why it talks about elbows. 15 seconds. That's would be the breathing rhythm on this. Would be shh, exhale, inhale, shh, exhale, inhale, shh. Good, looking good. And pause. We're gonna do that one more time. I really like bend over rows with a barbell or dumbbells. Both are good. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's do it one more time. Shh. Shh. miss my music. I'm gonna try to get out of Pocahontas. There we go. You guys are looking good. Good. We got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. All right. So we're gonna do one more back exercise, but we're not gonna do a row. We're gonna do the invisible pull down, and that's the one where we basically set ourselves up as if we're going to do a pull down at a gym. And so we're just going to go into a full extension, and then we're going to pull down. My chest is pushed forward so that my elbows can contract my lats. And I'll typically look up while I do it, whether I do it at a gym or these invisible pull downs. And we're just going to pull and really try to contract those muscles as best we can. All right, let's go. 5 seconds. Yeah, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're going to pull, and typically, you know, barbell would go to your clavicle or the bar that we're pulling down. So that's how, as far as you want to go. You don't want to pull any further than that. That rotates the shoulders. So right here, that's your peak contraction. Back up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. All right. We're gonna do that one more time. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. And we just want to build up that connection, mind-muscle connection, so that you're really aware of how you're contracting and extending those muscles. And for our purposes, unless you're looking to become super strong or build a whole bunch of muscle, this is perfect. But even this way, the muscles are being worked. Like I said, they don't know that we're just pulling air. They're just feeling the contraction, the need to lift and pause. All right, so that was our 2 invisible pull downs. We're gonna move into some chest exercises. And for the first one, we're gonna use one of your dumbbells. And we can do this in a seated position. And it's called a Svend Press. And basically what we're gonna do is we're going to grip the dumbbell as hard as you can. And we're gonna squeeze the chest at this point. And then we're going to extend the arms under contraction, keeping the chest flexed. And that's all we're gonna do. The chest is flexed the entire round. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and begin. So flex, and then we're just going to press out under tension and pull it back in. Like I said, everything is tight. Your shoulders are tight, your arms are tight, chest is tight, obviously. The entire round. We'll get into more traditional exercises after these. Move forward. I can see you better. You can see me better. And pause. One more time. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. Back in. Just think of squeezing your chest, your shoulders, your arms as hard as you can, in and out. When we do this, our core should also tighten up as we extend. That's a good way to work the core. So at this point, you could also try to bring in your abs. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. All right. So we're going to go into some standard dumbbell presses. Think of doing these as you would a barbell. So even though you're holding 2 individual dumbbells, you don't want to hold them up at your neck or down too low, because that's just putting strain on your shoulders. So think of keeping them right here at chest level. We're going to do this laying down. I'm just demonstrating seated. But you want to keep them at chest level and push up. The good thing about using the dumbbells is that you can bring your hands closer, which is going to get a little bit more stress on the inner chest as we take it in and out. All right, I'll watch you guys for the first round. All right. All right. We'll go 5 seconds. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. Push. Good. Awesome. And it's always about trying to contract those muscles as much as you can. So, get your release down at the bottom. That's always, every exercise should have a contraction point and a release point. And so down is your release point. Use it. And then exhale as you push up. Squeeze those muscles as hard as you can. Release it again. In case anyone uses this in a recording later, Carla's demonstrating on the floor. And you want to take those elbows down to the floor and push straight up as she's doing. That's a good way to keep it nice and safe. We got 3, 2, 1, and pause. All right, so we're going to take a 15-second break. We're going to do the presses one more time. We'll start in 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. All right. After this exercise, we're going to go into some a tricep exercise. We still have 20 seconds though. Looking good. We got 7, 6, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. All right. So stay the way you are. Let me get this running out of time pop up out of the way. And what we're going to do is I'll demonstrate what it looks like here. So we're going to be laying down, and we want the dumbbells at your ears. Elbows are close together, pointed towards the ceiling. And all we're going to do is go into a tricep extension like this, back down to your shoulders or your ears, right? Up and down, just like that. All right. All right, so try to remember the most common mistake is to let those elbows flare out. We want to keep them nice and tight. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, and begin. 10 more seconds. We got 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. We're gonna do that one more time. All right, we'll start 5 seconds in 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. This is our last round, actually. Good. You guys look awesome. $17, $16, 15 more seconds. Good. We've got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Awesome. That was the workout for today. Some stretches that you might want to do is a crossover shoulder stretch, a tricep stretch, maybe getting inside of a doorway and stretching out your chest and shoulders and biceps. Those would be good. Tomorrow, we're actually going to be doing an upper body stretch routine. We haven't done that yet. And so I hope to record it, and then I'll also put it in the library. Did we forget one round?
No.
No? Okay, good. We got it all then.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll forget, and they know.
Okay.
And if it's too obvious, they'll let me know, right? Good. Well, hopefully you had a good workout. And we want to, stimulate and not annihilate. That's always my
Yes.
always what I try to do. Although sometimes annihilation can be good, like really killing those muscles. So sometimes we do, but generally we try to just stimulate some changes. Well, good. Hopefully you have a great day, and you had a good first workout there, Patricia.
I
We'll see you
did.
back tomorrow for some stretching.
Okay.
And then Friday, I believe, is lower.
Lower.
Friday we'll do lower. And maybe lower will be a little bit of cardio too, not to scare anybody, right? It'll be, but it'll be good just to get your heart rate up.
Okay.
All right. Well, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Mark.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.